Hey guys, in this tutorial we're going to be creating a new enemy ship. We're going to use the graphics from Kenny's website again, the same ones that we used in tutorial 1. We just download and open the zip file. Let's actually drag that PNG folder out into our desktop. Go into the enemies folder, and I'm going to be taking this enemy red 1. So let's go back into our project folder, into 2D, textures, enemy ships. Let's add a new folder. We'll call it Kenny. Minimize that and just drag our ship in. We don't have to do any editing to this. Double click on it. Go to the texture group and set it to 2D pixels unfiltered. That way we get nice sharp pixels. Hit File and Save All. Let's click on that, hit F2. We're going to rename that T Kenny Enemy Red 1. Now right click on it. Those sprite actions, extract sprites, and just click extract. Now if you go into the blueprints folder, into enemies, enemy ships, universal, we're going to be using this Manaloon 1 as the base. So right click on that and click duplicate. Rename that to BP enemy ship Kenny Red 1. Open the blueprint, go into the viewport, and on your perspective switch it to top. The wireframe, switch it to lit. Scroll down. If we click on the enemy ship, you can see the sprite, and on the outside you can actually see the collider for it. So we just have to make it kind of fit the collider, or if not, we can adjust the collider a little bit, but we can see the scale of what the ship needs to be. Now click on the sprite. If you click on source sprite and just type in Kenny, then you can see our sprite. It looks like it's a little bit kind of small, so we're going to go to this scale here and kind of scale that until it fits the collider. We'll scale this out too, just so that it stays pretty close to the same ratio. Click on your collider, and you're going to want to change your collider settings here where it says shape. You can change them at the scale, but it's not recommended, to where that kind of fits. Save. File. Alright, let's close that. Let's save it all. Now on our first enemy, this previous tutorial we actually used a side scroll game. We're gonna, well, we can just leave it that. Let's go over to enemy ships back in Universal. We'll pick our enemy Kenny ship, or Kenemy, and just drag that over. Now on your level number, change it to 1. And then go up to BP level controller, the first one, and we'll change it to 7. That way when we're testing, we can test just this level. Scroll down, make sure you uncheck has level sequence. Save, and just hit play. And there's our player ship, and there's our enemies. If you notice the fire of the ship looks like it's coming way out the front, we can actually adjust that, hit escape, to where it's closer to where the opening is at the front of the ship. Go and do blueprints, enemies, enemy weapons, and on BP enemy weapon default, right click that and duplicate it. We're going to change that to BP enemy weapon Kenny ship. I still spelled that wrong. Open that, go into the viewport, and you see this arrow. This spear represents the ship. It's roughly the same size as the collider was in the other in the enemy blueprint. So if you, and this is where it actually, on this arrow right here, is where it's going to spawn your projectiles. So we can just take that and move it back to where it's closer to the ship, and it'll look like it's coming out where that opening is at the front of the ship. Compile and save. Go back to your play level, BP level controller, and we're going to scroll down here to where it says enemy weapons. We're going to change that first ship's weapon out to this new one that we made. Save, play. See, now it looks like it's coming out more where the middle of the ship is instead of just spawning way out in the front. It's hard to tell because they're side scrolling. But yeah, that looks a little better. And that's all for this tutorial. I'll see you guys next time.